Hi, this is my colloidal stabilization demo for the ME650 Surface Phenomena course. These are the materials that I'll use. It's an egg yolk, vinegar, oil, in which case I use canola oil, whisk, and bowls. So first off, we'll start by mixing the vinegar and the oil, and these would behave as you can expect water and oil to mix, in which case they don't. So even with some mixing, there's a clear separation between the vinegar on the bottom and the oil on the top. Plus, there's some of the bubbles where the two layers are trying to mix. So next, we'll move on to the stabilized version. So we start first by adding the egg yolk. And the egg yolk is significant because that's what binds the oil and the vinegar together, because it contains lecithin, which is a phospholipid, and it has a polar end and a nonpolar end. And essentially, one side will bond to the oil, one side will bond to the vinegar, and that's what holds the two together as they mix. It's important to break the egg yolk carefully so that we don't form bubbles. And then next, we add vinegar and mix this carefully. Essentially, you want this mixture to look a little bit creamy. Throughout this experiment, you want to make sure that you continue stirring with the whisk, and for future steps, you want to mix vigorously. And here we're just going to add a little bit more vinegar so that the consistency is correct. And stir that some more. And here you can see the consistency of the vinegar and the egg yolk. Next, we're going to begin adding the oil, and it is very important at this step to add the oil very slowly and carefully, but continuously stir vigorously, because that will allow small droplets of oil to combine with the mixture. We don't want a full layer of oil or large droplets to form, because they will remain separate from the rest of the mixture. So just continue slowly adding oil and continue mixing. And already at this point you can see that there isn't as obvious of a separation as we saw earlier with the vinegar and oil. So I've about run out of oil. So this is the final result of the mixture. You can see that there is no separation, there's no obvious layers of the vinegar and the oil, so we'll just let that sit for a moment. So this is the result after letting both mixtures sit for about 30 minutes. You can still see that there's a clear separation between the vinegar and the oil, versus the vinegar, oil, and egg yolk mixture. There is no obvious separation and it looks like a cohesive mixture.